So, can you make a guitar body out of plywood? Yes, yes you can. Before we get into the building of this bit, it was pointed out that the central sections in here, this gap, is a bit wasteful. So I had a bit of an idea and thought I'd make these. How cool are they? Zoller Guitars clocks. Now, because there are 7 layers to this guitar, that means there are 7 clocks. Now, one of those is already winging its way across the world to Jurgen's wife, Danny, who saw them on Instagram and said they look great. So I've sent one to her. So that means there are 6 available on eBay. Link in description now. Every penny on there will go to a leukemia charity here in the UK. Please go and buy them. I want them out of the workshop and a bit more money for charity. Yay! Now, back to this guitar building malarkey. Okay, so we now have these 7 individual pieces that we now need to glue together. Now, they're quite floppy and are going to present a few issues. Firstly, I'm going to remove these thicker sections. They are the outside edges that the actual face of the body will glue onto those. Leave those for now. So that leaves us with 5 super thin flexible things. Now, to try and glue these together, it's not going to be easy. So I've put up this system, a couple of clamps, a couple of screwdrivers to hang these off, giving me a flat surface that at least I can glue up sections at a time. And I think I'm actually going to do this with super glue rather than wood glue, because it's going to set instantly. It means that I can hold it in places. I can make sure that sections are going to be clamped together nicely, not worrying about all this in the meantime, and then actually making sure that the whole thing is pretty straight as well. If you've got a better idea straight away in your head, stick it in the comment now. Right, well, there we go, one almost solid body. So I've effectively spot welded that. So what I'm going to do now is get this lying down on a flat surface, and I think flood it with thin super glue so it really soaks into all the different parts of this and makes it a really solid lump. It's going to have this kind of stuff wrapped around the edge of it, so you're going to see that rather than see that. Which is why these sections are bigger than these sections. Hopefully just the right amount bigger to fit that flexi wood stuff inside there flush with that edge. There's a lot of measuring going on here. It's not my style generally, but hey, it's different, isn't it? The idea is I'm going to flood this with the thin super glue all the way through here so it really soaks in, and then just push it down onto this, but move it around like that so it doesn't stick to this stuff. Is that going to work? Now, you may be wondering why I'm not using accelerator on this stuff. Because I was told by O3 Adhesives that thin super glues, the way that they're chemically made, they don't like accelerator, they don't like speeding up, so you'll get loads and loads of white crackle, even with the best of the best stuff. It doesn't matter what you use. Super thin does not like drying very, very quickly. So me blowing on it is about as much as you want to do, really. And now for a scary bit. Probably a bit unnecessary, to be honest, as well. Well, bottoms. I'm trying to cut out little flexible sheets like this, and none of them work. They're just too thin. So I was hoping to use this flexi stuff to go around the edge of the guitar, but you need a width that wide for it to be strong enough to work. A thin enough strip to fit around that edge, not going to happen. We might find a way of decorating it, but I'm not sure at the moment. Thinky.